So the first poem I'll be reading today is called Today Another Woman Died, and it's by Carol Janaea Kaplan. Today another woman died, and not on a foreign field, and not with a rifle strapped to her back, and not with a large defense of tanks rumbling and rolling behind her. She died without CNN covering her war. She died without the talk of intelligent bombs and strategic targets. The target was simply her face, her back, her pregnant belly. The target was her precious flesh that was once composed like music, and her mother's body and sung in the anthem of birth. The target was this life that had lived its own dear wildness, had been loved and not loved, and danced and not danced. A life like yours or mine, that had stumbled up from the beginning, and had learned to walk, and had learned to read, and had learned to sing. Another woman died today, not far from where you live, just there, next door, where the tall light falls across the pavement. Just there, a few steps away where you've often heard shouting. Another woman died today. She was the same girl her mother used to kiss, the same child you dreamed beside in school, the same baby her parents walked in the night with and listened for her cries while they slept. And someone has confused his rage with this woman's only life. The second poem I will be reading, I actually wrote this one myself, titled it Psycho. Feel free to laugh if you want to. All right. He fell in love with a beautiful psycho. They were happy. Married the not-so-perfect couple. Soon she wanted a baby, so he tried for her. After long, agonizing work shifts, he loved her, and this was what she wanted, even if this was not what he idealized. If she was happy, then so was he. But he could not conceive, and so she demanded his sperm. He wanted her love, her affection, her attention, but all he got was sexual pressure. They fought aggressively and so relentlessly. She slapped him with no remorse, and when he sobbed, she said, "Don't act like you have emotions." But he did. He felt emotion in her slaps, almost every day. Excessive abuse from the very hand he gave the ring to. The same hand that hit his mother, broke her finger, and had no consequence. He reported her abuse, but the cops said, "She is not capable of hurting a man, let alone his mother." So he let this go, until he found a letter, intended for a confidant. "I'm going to steal Mike's sperm and then dump him," he read. The words stung, as if her hits were continuous spiraling circles that never learned how to slow down. It was time he confronted her, and so he did, but received another slap to his already numb exterior. His internal pain building up from her abuse, her negligence, her will to use him. He called the cops to aid him, but they did not take her abuse seriously. Instead, they shunned him, threatened him with a restraining order. They shunned him so badly that he moved away from the horror of being a victim, away from the double standards of being a man. This poem is for him, to society's failure, to wrong accusations, and to a manipulative woman who played her way through the legal system.